Today I got a undertone of turquoise, and the way I laid this on there is with a flat brush. Okay, very little paint. If I think I've only put my brush in the paint 4 times to fill this up. You gotta wet your brush pretty good and just grab a little paint and work it work it in there to get this light undertone of turquoise. Okay, I don't know how well that's going to play into the painting, but we'll see. Today I'm thinking about doing, I want to have some mountains back here with some water and then like an island in here and maybe actually put a lighthouse in here today. And I mixed a whole bunch of green, so I might have to put some hills down here. I don't know why I mixed so much green, but I'm also trying Amsterdam paint. Uh, they have these little tester uh, paints at Michael's that you can get for like I think they're $3. So I just bought the earth tones, sap green, yellow ochre, uh, burnt umber, and I'm using this blue for the sky. Uh, CYAN. I don't know how to pronounce that. Cyan or something. And then I thought, well, if I'm going to do a lighthouse, I thought maybe I should have a dark sky, but I don't know. So I got plenty of blue. I mixed. I was going to use ultramarine blue, but I decided to use the other blue since I just bought that one. But this is all Amsterdam paint, okay? It's the standard series. Nothing special. This is made in the Netherlands, so I'm gonna see how it works. I think I'm gonna lay it out real quick. I'm gonna lay it out the in light gray because I know I'm gonna have my mountains in dark gray. So I want to have the a little bit of horizon that's straight back here. So maybe I can put a sunset in there or something, but I'll have some distant mountain back here. I'm going to kind of wrap them around again. Uh, kind of wrap them around and then put the water down here. There's going to be an island out here. I think it's going to look pretty good. We'll see. I hope it looks good. So I want to have we'll have a small mountain on this side. Just like that. Then maybe the water will be down in here. Eventually I'll put that, I guess I could put the island in there now. Have some kind of island here with a hill, and then I'm going to put a lighthouse here eventually. And then maybe this water should go back further here like this. Yeah, there we go. So we got more water, less land back here. There we go. There's the layout. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start with the sky. I'm using acrylic brushes. This is a filbert brush. I'm using water as my agent to help the paint flow. Look at that. Let's see if I'm running good. It's a nice blue. I'm also going to put some gray up in here, because if this is a lighthouse, I think we should have some gray skies, don't you think? So what I'm going to do is kind of mix my sky as I go and get, I'll have some like dark clouds coming in on the top here. Get some of that gray off the brush, bring that blue back in here. I think this is going to be a fun one. It's going to be very simple, I think, because I don't think I'm going to have much room here for trees. Maybe I'll put some land down here near the end, and then I can throw a few trees down here. But mostly water and mountains and a lighthouse, and I don't think it's going to be too difficult. And then also we got that turquoise underpaint. We'll throw some white in here. So it'll help create maybe some clouds by throwing a little white in there like that. You never know. Just trying to relax today, and I know I saw the news about Israel, man. That's terrible, all that stuff that's going on over there. So I'm trying to keep my mind occupied on something that's positive, Art. There we go. Yeah, so if you ever thought about learning how to paint, I think this would be a good channel for you, because I'm doing it in a way. This is acrylic paint, and teaching landscapes, because I think anybody can do landscapes, because you know what a mountain looks like, right? And trees. And once you learn a few techniques, like how to do the sky and water and the mountains, I think you can make some pretty cool paintings. It won't take you long at all. I'm pretty much on this channel. I'm pretty much showing a lot of the techniques I use, and then I come up with new stuff every week. So, and it's pretty fun. So I'm just kind of throwing color up in the sky here right now. And then hopefully something good turns out up there. I got a glare over there. I hope that's not showing up in there a little bit. Turn that glare away. There we go. A little better. I want to get some more gray going because I want it to look like, I mean, if you're going to have a lighthouse, you're going to have storms moving in, right? What I do, I'll dip my brush in the water and get it a little wet. I'm still using the same brush I started with, and just blending all the different colors in the sky right now. I'm going to leave it now and let it set. I'll add some cool clouds there near the end. Let me get the mountains in right now. I'm going to use a dark gray for that. I'm going to keep using the same brush. The way I do it, I'll lay all my colors in that I want, and then I'll start painting. So this is the underpaint, the turquoise. And then also this paint here that I'm putting on right now is kind of underpaint because I'm going to paint over the top of this gray as well. So I'm going to put in my cool mountains right now with the gray. And on the gray scale, this is almost a value 3. So if you mix black and white, you'll get all these different values of gray. See, from 9, 8, 7, 6, all the way down to 2 is back to value 1 is pure black. So, and value 10 is white. So you really got 8 values of gray on the gray scale. And this is, what I say this was, about a value 2 or 3. It's still pretty dark, almost close to black. I'm going to put it in, I'm not going to put it in too heavy because I can kind of see I just want to have some dark underneath the mountain. I'm going to end up putting snow up there and stuff. Just to design the peaks is what I'm using this for. Doesn't that look cool so far? You can put little ridges in here as you're putting this in to make the mountain look a little more interesting. Just add some more things in there, okay? I'm just going to bring it down to there because I want all this to be water now. Trying to think if I want to make this a green hill since I got all that green. Maybe I'll do that. I'll run some grass down in here and in here. So it looks like some hills going on there. It looks pretty cool. so far. I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to do this one too. This is going to be, this one's going to be closer, so I'm going to try and make this one look more like rockier. And hopefully it comes out looking good. Put the lighthouse right in there somewhere. Like that. I think I want some of this to be like a beach down here, so I'm just going to bring it down that far for now. All right, I'm going to put my ocean in there now. I'm going to use the same blue I used in the sky, and just going to make this all blue. Get your brush wet a little and just put it in horizontal like this. Yeah, I went to work today. I'm still tired from yesterday. I had to go in at Monday. I had to go in at 3 in the morning. Today I went in at 5 a.m. but still tired. Still tired from yesterday. A long day. So in Seattle, we got a lot of lighthouses. I should go take a picture of the lighthouse that's near where I live, and maybe I'll paint that this winter. You can kind of see it. It's out on the Puget Sound. It's a pretty cool lighthouse. I'm getting gray in there. That's all right though. Just blended into the water. Yeah, I think this one, I think it's going to end up being pretty simple. I don't think it's going to take too long. I'm going to try and make it look good, but let's add some more clouds up there. Let me see how it's looking. Looks pretty cool up there. You got like some clouds going on up there already. That's why I like to let the sky dry and then keep looking at it to see if there's any cool formations going on. But now I got all the underpaint done. I just got to decide what color to use here. I think I'm going to use yellow ochre instead of green. So I'm just going to get the yellow ochre in here right now and put it in so I can get all my underpaint done. This will be like a hill here. coming down to the water. And I'm going to also put like a sandy beach around this island. Some yellow ochre down here. Just like that for now. Okay. Looking good, looking good. And down here, I'll eventually put some foreground down here. I'm going to leave it, since I already have some undertone there, I'm just going to leave it. All right, let's get started on the mountains now. This is the fun part, putting some snow up on these peaks, okay? So I'm going to have a lighthouse here, and it's easier for me to put the snow on the right side because the way I'm standing with the camera. So I'm going to have the light coming in from the right. And I'm going to use titanium white. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little gray in it. Just taking a little white and putting a little gray in it. Light gray, not much. Just so it's not bright white. It's still going to look pretty bright, but it's not as light as the pure titanium white. All right, so I'm going to do some snow up on the mountain. So the secret with acrylic paint is not to put too much paint on your roll. Start with just a minimal amount of paint just to test your blade out. So I'm going to come on the right side of this peak and lightly pull down the snow. Try and get it to break. When you have less paint on your blade, is better to get those breaks in there. Okay. I got a little outcrop here. I'll hit that first with some white. See, I put too much paint on there, so now I got all white there. So just get a little bit of paint on your blade and lightly. Sometimes if you wiggle it, you'll get it to break more. But even if you cover it up like that with a lot of snow, it'll still look good, okay? But the idea is to try and get some breaks in the snow like that. And even if you don't get it to break, it'll still look good, okay? Just to show that this is the side where the light is hitting on that side of the mountain. This side I'm going to make blue and white for my shade side. I'm going to use the blue from the sky and mix some white in it, or that gray, that same white that has gray in it. Mix this white and some blue from the sky. I'm going to turn my knife to this smaller side now so I can work these mountains a little better, because the blade on the other side is a little too big. So I'm going to come up right next to my white, and actually in some places I'm actually going to pull the white with the blue and come up to your white and just pull to the left with your, just like that, okay? I'm standing in a weird position, but it's still gonna look good. So come up to your white and follow the edge of your mountain there and just pull it. Leave some of these breaks in there. You don't have to cover the whole mountain, okay, with color. You can leave some of that gray in there. I like how this one came out. It looks like I added another peak here. See that? So I'm going to put a little bit of my shade color, is what I call it, right up next to the white here. Pull it to the left. See, now it looks like there's also a peak behind this one there. Doesn't that look cool? Really simple. I think you can do it. I know you can do it. So if you go to Michael's, that's where I work. You can get all this stuff I'm using. I get at Michael's. So there's nothing special. This is Amsterdam's standard series. And I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look cool so far? Doesn't that look like an oil painting? I'm trying to make acrylic look like an oil painting is what I'm doing. And once you get your style down, I think it's good to learn how to paint like this first. Like, I'm trying to make this look real is what I'm doing. It's not like abstract like that. You could see a little bit of an abstract painting back there. I want it to look real, and then down the road, if you want to do stuff that looks more like a cartoon, you can do that. But so everywhere I have white, you can even come in here and add a little shadow. I usually don't do it on the videos too much, but I'll show you. See how even down here, there's you can add a little bit of this blue in here and create some cliffs, okay? It's like detail work. I usually don't do it on the videos because it would take too long, okay? But that's what, you could do that at home and because you'll have more time. I'm trying not to have this video take too long. Most of the time I'll do this video and I'll get it like 80% done. and then I finish it after I shut it off. And this is, I think you can use the knife. What I'm doing is just touching the canvas and pulling it to the left. Don't be afraid of the knife because it makes the mountains look real, you know. Go back and watch some of my other videos from the last 3 weeks, and I use a brush up here, and you'll see the difference of those mountains I did with a brush and compare it to this mountain. I'm using a knife up here. And it's a different style, but it's okay. Some people, they still like that, the brush style. Either way looks good to me, but if you want your mountains to look real, this is what to use as a knife, okay? Man, those look good. I really like that. Do you remember all that white that I put up here at the beginning? I'm trying to lighten up the distance back here. Look and see how it's soaked in there, and it still needs to be lighter, I think, because you want this distance back here to be very light. It'll make it look further away, you know. I'll glaze it. I'll glaze it in a little bit, and we'll try and make these mountains look far in the distance. But look at the underpaint coming through here. You see that? The turquoise coming through here. I'm going to leave that. That's the undertone, okay? It adds a little flavor. It adds a little flavor to the painting, you know? I really like that. I'm going to make this horizon, though. Like a light blue, though, back there. All right. Maybe white. There we go. All right, it's looking good. I really like it so far. Let me see where I'm at on time. 33 minutes. Not bad. Oh, I still got to do this one here. The lighthouse is going to be simple. It's going to be on the other side of this little mountain. It's going to be on the other side. So we're just going to see the top part, and then, or the part coming up, and then the top part. So this is all going to be rocky stuff over here. I'm going to design it just like I did these mountains. So I'm going to use the small part of the knife and try and create some plateaus in here and stuff. We'll see how it works out. You can do this. This is once your eye gets used to once you get a few things down, then you can stand back and look at it and go, oh yeah, like this right here, I just created this. I can do this thing right here on this little outcrop and bring this out now and create like a ledge with your knife. Just imagine someone standing up there now on top of that ledge, okay? And now you can start shaping these ledges, okay? Uh, and I think it looks good right now. Now the same thing, we're going to use that blue. I'm going to make the blue a little darker though. We're going to use blue, and instead of pulling it to the left, I think I'm going to pull it down a little. Maybe we could create some like cliffs in here. Just take your time. I'm actually going a little slower than I usually do for this because I want it to look good for you. Could probably get the larger side now on this. Doesn't that look cool? It's like a little mini mountain. Okay. I'm not going to work it too much more because I think it looks good enough for now. You get the idea. Alright, I'm going to go get a brush now, and I'm going to get a little white on my brush. It's a little wet, and I'm going to pull the bottom of this cliff to the right. Just at the bottom, and kind of get a little blend on it. This is going to be some kind of beach here by the time this is done. I should have took some time and brought the water down to the top, but it was wet. I didn't want to get too much black in the water, but I'll just leave it like that. You can see the undertone a little bit, but that's all right. All right, there's the cool little island right there. I'm gonna lighten up the back a little more. Just wet your brush a little and get a little white on it. And I'm going to glaze it now, the back mountain, with white. Try and make that look further back. Just these three in the back there. The more you glaze it, the further those will get back. Glazing is just that there's a little white. There's a little white on my brush, okay? And I'm lightly going over the painting. It's almost like creating a mist over the top of the mountain to make it look like it's fading away. See that, how it's getting further? I'll let it set for a while. I don't want to do too much and make it go away all the way, but that's how you make it. You glaze it at the end if you want to make it look further away. It's looking pretty good. We could put a little mist on this one too, because this one looks a little too like crisp to me, like high definition. And what I wanted to do is create some mist down here, but I don't have the bottom done yet, so I'll put the mist in anyway. So just with a wet brush with white, just like that. I'm going to glaze it a bit to so it doesn't pop out so much. It's looking pretty good. I really like it so far. I'm going to add some water lines back here so you can check this out. So I'm going to put a water line way back here now. And when you put this water in, keep your knife straight, okay? Doesn't that look cool? That's some kind of waves back there. So I'm going to try and do this side here. Just pull it out into the, keep your knife horizontal. This is like water crashing up. Onto the shore. I just wanted to put it in so you could see it real quick, because the painting wasn't taking shape yet. I wanted you to see that. This is looking pretty good so far. I want to put it around here too, so this island looks a little better. Okay. little better. I'll probably have to work my color up here or make some clouds up here to fix the edge of the mountain, but it looks pretty good. I really like it so far. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, like having an island in the middle of the water, so I really like it. I'm going to put some sap green color down here in the foreground. I'm going to probably pop some trees off over here, and I'll have some foreground over here. It's a nice sap green color by Amsterdam. I did put a little black in it though, darken it up. All right, there we got some foreground here. I guess I don't need that big of a fan brush. I want the scene to look far away, so I'm going to make these trees kind of big, but not too big. Let's put in some evergreen trees real quick so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm seeing. Okay. Like that. Today I'm just painting. If you want to go, I got more detailed paintings on my channel that really explain what I'm doing. Today I'm just trying to paint and relax. But you could still do this painting. I'm just showing you a design. I came up with this design just, 30 minutes before I even started. So this is the way I paint. I don't follow a picture or anything. I try and design it in my head and then put it on the canvas. And once you learn how to make these evergreen trees and how to do mountains and water, I'm telling you, you could do this. It's very simple. And I'm also testing out this paint right now. So it's Amsterdam paint. Seems to be working pretty good. I'm going to put this one at an angle, kind of. This a fan brush. It's good for making these evergreen trees. And I live in Seattle, man. We got these trees everywhere. I mean, they're in the backyard right there. I mean, they are everywhere. and they're easy to learn. If and they look good too. They look really good when you make them dark like this. I added a little black to the sap green to make them look dark like that. You see how the painting's starting to take shape now? Uh, I didn't want, you were probably looking at it and go, wow, it doesn't look good yet. But once I get all my trees in, I'll put some trees out here and finish the clouds, put a UFO up there. I think it's going to look good. That's going to be my next painting. I'm going to do Area 51. Have you ever heard of Area 51? It's just north of Las Vegas. It's where they think they're doing, you know, reverse engineering alien technology at Area 51. I'm going to do a scene out there with the ground glowing and then some UFOs flying around. I think it'll be pretty cool. These evergreen trees, if you just let the brush do the work, they don't have to be perfect. It's going to look like a tree. So, yeah, my advice is don't try too hard. Just put the trunk in, keep it small up here, and get bigger at the bottom. Use the corner only, and just press it in, and then just get bigger down here. That's it. Every tree is going to look different, and you can put some points on there. You can readjust them like this, add more to it. Wow, that looks pretty good. See, I don't like the way this point is here, so I'm going to fix the point and add a few more leaves to it. Kind of even the tree out so it looks right. Just stand back and look at it and adjust them. That looks pretty good. Wow. Looks really good. I'm going to put some bushes down here. $54. Oh, I'm getting tired. Getting really tired. I gotta do the lighthouse here, I guess. So I'm gonna put it in white first, and then we'll add some color to it. Let's see if I can find a small brush. Oh, here we go. This looks like we'll use a small filbert brush. Let me put a lighthouse in here now. I'm going to put it in white. Let's see, right here. I'll let that dry real quick, and then I'll put a red stripe in there. Oh, my landlord was calling me. All right. Well, she needed help loading the chair, but that was an hour ago. All right, there's the lighthouse. I'm going to let the white dry, and I'm going to put some red stripes on it so it looks like it's layered. That's pretty good. Let me go see real quick if she's still here. Let me give you a straight shot on this while I'm gone. I'll only be gone for a second, but look at that. Look at the sky, the clouds already. I didn't even really I just made it look like clouds. Be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. All is not wasted. I grabbed the Pepsi. Not bad for 1 hour. That was all designed in my mind before I started. And I like it. I'm going to do the clouds like I did the other day. I kind of liked the way they came out. So I'm going to use a knife like this and put some clouds up here by just putting a little paint on the very tip. This is white with a little gray in it. And let's put some small clouds down here at the bottom. And just kind of rub it straight across like that. And then we'll get a little bigger as we come over this mountain. We want it to look like the clouds here are closer than those way back there. This mountain is closer to us, so we'll kind of tear the clouds down. Hopefully we get the illusion like the clouds are also in the front here and getting further back. And then take your brush now. Take your brush, a number 12 filbert brush, and dry it off with a paper towel. And take your brush now and lightly go over that cloud in the back. And this one here. Very lightly. I lost all my points on that one, but that's alright. I can redo it. But this will help make that look like the cloud's further back, okay? And hit this one just a little. It'll give it like the illusion that that cloud's further back than this one. Okay, let's keep going with the clouds. Let's I'll put another one in here, just like that. I should have waited till it dried just a little more, but these are cool clouds. You just take your knife and kind of just rub it into the canvas like this. Get some different shapes going in there. They're really, really simple clouds, but they look good, okay? And we also have, you know, the clouds that are already up there look kind of cool. They're in the background. All this gray and stuff, it looks like it's behind it even more. So just barely hit these clouds here, okay, with your brush, a clean brush. Just this one you can actually, if it's wet, go ahead and pull it and shape it a little bit. See how I'm making streaks on it? Very lightly though. Look at that. Let me see how they're looking. Wow. Very cool clouds. And then we got these ones that are already up here. You can brighten them up if you want. Or you could do, you could just add, you know, white to it with a knife like this. Just like that. I'm going to leave the gray one up there though. I really like that. Now what I'm going to do is put some shadows with the lightest gray, a light gray on the bottom of some of these clouds. Just get a little gray on the bottom. Pick out the sections of these clouds at the bottom and put a little gray. Just like that. Just a little. Little goes a long way. And kind of blend it in there. Doesn't look like I did much, but you can actually see it. Okay, this one looks like it has a shadow now. Just a little, not too dark. You don't want to overdo it, is what I'm saying. Just that little gray there made that cloud. It gave it a little dimension, okay? This looking pretty good. This yellow ochre that I put down at first, look at that. It's like, it's soaking into that green, the green underpaint. It almost took on a greenish color there. All right, I'm going to put the point on the lighthouse now. This is as far as I'm going to go, but there's a lot more you can do to this. There's a lot more you could do to this, but it's already uh, been too long of a video. I like the way I did the clouds. There's a lot of different ways I do clouds. You'd have to go back and watch some of my other videos, but this way I kind of like. I think this is one of the top in the top 10 ways. So there's those clouds that I make that are really poofy, puffy, and there's so many different styles I do. We could put some birds. You could put birds everywhere on this scene because it's a faraway scene, you know. Put some birds around the lighthouse. It's not done yet, though, but I'll finish it up and you'll see the finished product on a community post, guys. 68 minutes. Oh, I wanted to show you one thing before I shut it off. I like the way these are dark, but I'm going to actually highlight them real quick for you. So this was sap green and black, okay? It was right here, this color. It's still wet. I'm going to take a little bit of my gray and add it into that sap green and black. Get a light, this is still green, but it's a lighter green now. Fill up your fan brush. I'm going to highlight these trees. The light's coming from the right. So what I do is I'll take the corner and very small add some color just to the right side of these trees. It's almost like putting a dress on it, okay? Take your time and do, you could do all of them like this. It's going to give the tree a little dimension, okay? It's the same green, I just added light gray to it, okay? But make sure you hit it really small. Leave some of the dark color in there, okay? Make sure your brush is a little wet and full of paint when you do this, and then come down on the right side. Kind of pick the top parts of the branches if you can, like that. See that? Let me do this side real quick for you. Why is this so high? Oh, did I zoom it in? That's why. All right, here, I'll highlight this one here, just with the corner of the brush, and hit the top part of these evergreen branches. you have to kind of pick them out when you get down here at the bottom, because it's just all color down there. But you could do it. Just come down on the right side. Sometimes some of it's hiding behind another tree, so you can mess around with it. You don't have to bring it all the way down. This is fun to do. You know, it adds a little dimension to the tree. See, now you got you could you got a. It looks like the tree has dimension. I don't know how else to say it, but it looks pretty cool. And the smaller you do it, the more branches you get. Okay, the smaller you hit it. Now, if you want to add bushes down here, just take your brush and hit the top part and make bushes down here. Okay. Just like this. Make some bushes. Over here, just hit the top part. Hit the top part of the bush. Just like that. Seems like I zoomed it in or something. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching, and oh, it was zoomed in. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. I'll finish this up and put it on a community post. I still got to do this beach down here. The beach. Got to finish the lighthouse, but I really like it. All right, guys. See you later.